Welcome to another episode of Low Tech Garage, and today I am going to be showing you guys a very cheap and simple fix on an XJS that is going to save you a bunch of headaches. So what is this fix? Well, I'm sure some of you have encountered, as I have as well, that sometimes although your AC system works perfectly, the doors behind the dash act like they're stuck. You can hear the fan blowing. You can hear sometimes the doors actuating, but little to no air comes out of the dash at all. It's almost like the AC is just disappearing under the dash, and you find yourself with it on max, the fan roaring away, and you're not really getting any AC. And I'm gonna show you what you need to do to fix it. And the answer is right here in my hand. This costs about $4 from your auto store and could be the source of all your problems. So this part, as I just showed you, actually looks like this inside the car. And as you can see, it's nestled inside. So for those of you that end up looking for this, this is more what you're looking for inside the passenger compartment instead of this, because otherwise you may have a hard time finding it. And what exactly is this? Well, it's a check valve. So basically a one-way valve that is taking engine vacuum through here and applying vacuum through these lines to the AC valves to control the doors in the airbox under the dash. And as with this one, the little valve inside here has failed. You can test by blowing through it, where really this should seal up as you blow. And there should be back pressure. In this case, you can just blow straight through. Tested the two, and this one, like I said, you can blow right through. This one, there's the back pressure. It's, like I said, about $4 at the auto store. I will post a link to the part number and where I got it in the description below, as it is an easy fix. But now I'll take you over to the car and show you where this goes. So just starting out with a kind of zoomed out view. This is your passenger compartment footwell for left-hand drive cars. And basically you have to take out this lower knee bolster here and this component here. They basically just pull out from under the dash. You can see you got a nice rack of fuses under here, so you get some more access to the electronics. And then over here, a huge bundle of electronics buried in this kind of knee area, as well as some AC components as well. All right, I apologize for some of the shadows. Maybe if I pull this down, it'll help a little bit just from the carpet view. But you can see here, we have this vacuum line, and then buried under here, we have this little nub, and then back here, if I can find it, there's one more vacuum line. Let me pull it out. Right here, so we can kind of see the three of them and what we have to connect. And this is really kind of tucked in back here behind the carpet and the AC, so it's not the easiest to track down if you just pull the trim panels off looking for this. So I kind of wanted to point this out to you folks so you knew exactly where it was and what you're looking for. So I've gone ahead and installed it in here. As you can see, we've got some dust in here. I guess I'll vacuum out, but it's nestled right down in here. So you can see this little white line goes in here, and then the one that goes up, this is the vacuum hose here, which actually seems to go to this kind of vacuum accumulator. So that's really why we're relying on the check valve, and if it fails, then this accumulator can lose its vacuum as well. And then the line kind of tucked in here, way in the back. This is the supply line from the engine itself. So I think I'm gonna actually give this a test, and I can give you guys kind of my honest feedback on the results, but this should get all the doors in the AC working functionally as anticipated, and no more kind of them getting stuck. All right, well, I'm in the car. Put the top down so you have a little more space here. I'm gonna do my best to test this out so I can kind of show you, the fan blowing. a little hard because obviously you can't see the air, but I will show you kind of how I can test it and what it was doing before versus what it's doing now. So put the keys in the ignition, do this. Sorry it's a little annoying, but let's get this going. Whoops. There she goes. So we have air coming out of here now. And if we come over the sides, it's blowing nicely. Basically before you could hear the fan running like it is now, or turn it up, it'll come up. But really it was just sort of blowing air in the back of the dash and we weren't getting anything through here. So it looks like the check valve has certainly helped us out. Obviously I don't have the car running just so you guys can hear me. As we come down here, also hit the recirculate, and then that'll just pull basically air from in the cabin and recirculate it as well. But it looks to be working, which is super awesome. All right, so we're back in the kind of knee board area here. I'm gonna put the panel back, kind of show you what that looks like, as well as this lower fuse panel cover as well, just so you sort of know what it looks like and how you can kind of, in the opposite direction, kind of access this area to replace the little check valve. So this little piece just kind of tucks in, it kind of clips onto this panel here, and then it's actually secured through a couple screw holes. If we get a little bit closer, here and here, with a little AC vent that I'm going to install now. All right, so you can see we've got the little vent on, and now this is nice and secure. A little grubby here, so it's gonna need some cleaning, but I'm gonna move on and get this fuse box cover back on as well. So you can kind of see now, it's clipped on the lower arm, and it just kind of works as a door, so you can access all the fuses under here. And very roughly, we'll do this slowly as it's been off for a little while, but it should just kind of clip up under the dash here, like so. And you basically have your dash almost back together. I'm going to make sure that that has clipped in properly though, so it doesn't surprise anyone and fall down. So that needed a little bit of a thud just for the clips to go in, but now it's seated nicely and the dash is basically complete. All right, well there you have it. The dash is basically put back together. And yeah, that's kind of what it looks like when you start. So again, drop this panel down, and then this is actually removable. And then it's a little more tucked under there now, but the knee board and the vent up here you remove, and this panel comes out, and then buried way in there is the check valve. So with that really sums up this video. I know it's a brief one, but I found this out fiddling around doing some of the reassembly on the car and thought, this could save you XJS owners a bunch of work and headaches. So I hope you found this useful. If you did, please hit that like button. We're really trying to grow this channel, and there's gonna be a ton more Jag content coming as well. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe as well. Like I said, lots more Jag content, British cars, muscle cars coming this way very soon. And also here in the next week, we should have the proper reveal on the XJS of the complete cosmetic restoration that we're just finishing up right now as well. So with that, thanks a lot, and there'll be more videos coming soon.